Hey, what's going on? My name is Eli. Welcome to my channel. It's going to be a product review video. Never done one of these before, and I don't know if I will in the future, but I thought I could add something to this one compared to what was out there already. I am no contractor, no professional woodworker, nothing like that. I love to make stuff on the weekend, and when I get a chance to get out here, I do. Most weekends I try to cut out a couple hours to build something or other. So for Christmas I asked my wife for this Kreg Mobile Project Center KWS 1000, and she just gave it to me a couple days ago. And I'm going to take you on a little tour of it, show you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, things they could have done better. And then at the end of the video I'll give you my thumbs up or thumbs down. Stay tuned to see what that'll be. But I'm going to give you a little hint. It's freaking awesome. Come check it out. Alright, so that's one thing that I love about this thing is the ease of setup. It's like zero. I was going to do an unboxing video, but turns out there's like zero to that. You just take it out of the box, done. It's already assembled, it's fully ready to go. There's no assembly at all. So I had to change it up and check this thing out. Come on over, let me show you a couple things. Alright, so I'll bring you in for a better view, but right here, as you bring up each side, there's a warning pinch points sign. So initially when I first opened it, I even made a joke to my wife about like, who in the world would be silly enough, stupid enough, whatever, to get your fingers caught in here? Like while you're opening it, obviously don't put your fingers in there. That already happened to me once. Not a terrible pinch. Everyone's gonna live to tell the story, but it was like barely caught my finger. Something to be aware of, but I think I've learned the lesson. Hopefully I don't do that again. It's like open it up by this side and keep your fingers clear of the middle. Anyway, that's that. Alright, so some warnings on the table itself here. This gentleman right here seems to be saying that you cannot put a foot on the bottom shelf. The shelf's not made to carry any real weight. It's just meant to maybe set a, a small toolbox or some extra wood under there or something while you're working. And let's see here. This one looks as if you cannot sit on the table and wave your hand. Do not do that. This one is clearly saying do not stand on the Mobile Project Center. And this one, a bit more cryptic. Maybe do not put a television set on the right side of the Mobile Project Center. Probably not accurate, just a guess. But then on down the table, you can see that it says you can wear safety goggles and raise the roof. Maybe that's what it is. Raise the roof is okay. You can always do that. So one of the features of this thing is that it's a Sawhorse, which I don't see myself using. I can't imagine why I would use that. But anyways, if you were going to, it comes with a couple screws you can put into any piece of wood, slide into the T-track here, and then tighten it down. You've got yourself a sacrificial board that you can saw through and not have to worry about damaging the table. So that is pretty awesome. I'll give it to them there. Alright, so what comes along with this unit is this bench clamp. But you can buy another one if you needed one. I think one would be plenty as far as I can imagine. There's a screw in the end here that I just let out a little bit so that it'll have room to fit into this track in the center. And then that just glides really smooth up and down the length of the table. Now, say you're going to make a cut on this here. This joker just automatically clamps really, really solid like that. This wood has quite a cup to it, and it's really solid. You can cut this and it's not going anywhere on you. Which brings me to another question I had about it to begin with. I was wondering about it sliding around like most things will. This table doesn't slide for anything. Like, it's got these rubber feet that are made at an angle, and it's like not going anywhere. Really, really secure and well planted on the ground. If you really try to, you can slide it, but you're not going to be trying to. It's ridiculous. Alright, well, sorry about that. That was my dog acting a fool there, which brings me to the next included thing. It comes with 4 bench dogs, holes all throughout the tabletop. So if you look here, you know, just a couple of these bench dogs put in to hold your piece right here. Very, very simple, to the point there. If you need to cut it, you can cut it just as easily here without even needing to clamp it. If you had some really weird shape, something or other, you could maybe, you know, put in the bench dogs and still clamp it, and really, really have something secure to the work table. Probably overkill depending on what you're trying to do. But as far as the dogs go, I will say, in comparison to my unruly dog, these are much more disciplined. If you tell them to sit, sit. Stay. Lay down. Roll over. Yeah, I mean, that is like, they know them all. They do all the tricks flawlessly. No doubt about it. Alright. So 4 of those. They got rubber tops on them, so if you were doing like a finishing job or something, you could set them all out and, you know, put your birdhouse on top of here and paint it, for example. So there's that. The table also comes with 2 of these, which you can put into the side here. And that gives you the ability, if you bought 2 or 3 of these, say if you're working at a job site, you could connect multiple of these tables. You've got a little home right here, keep them out of your way. Which I just that moment discovered. I didn't even know about that. Very cool. Place for them right on the table. Which is nice for someone like myself. I don't ever plan on buying another one of these, but if I did, then it also comes with these brackets. See, with these brackets, you can slide them into the sides, put a 2x4, 2x4, and a piece of plywood between them, and you could have a big, huge 8-foot plus workbench, which is awesome. And maybe in the future or something, that sounds cool to me. But that's the very thing I like about this, is that at the end of the day, end of the weekend, I can fold it back up, takes 2 seconds, throw it back to the side, have the garage open back up as if nothing ever happened. Like I was saying, that's the perfect thing for me. I want the whole garage to be open, but come weekend, I like to roll out the table saw, get out the drill press, set up a table, and have some place to work. Also, this thing is so light and so portable that even if you're inside doing something, if you're painting a room or something, this thing carries in, sets up in no time, and then you've got a table to set your brushes on and whatnot, if you so desire. Alright, moving right along. Alright, the same clamp that comes with the table that runs in this track, you can take out, put in one of these keyholes here. There's 2 keyholes on the side, which holds it right there. So if you're trying to clamp something this way, there it is. Now I will say, as far as this goes, I think that's plenty solid if you're trying to build something and need an extra pair of hands. That'll keep it there for you. It's not going to be the same as a bench vise. If you really needed to really clamp something down and do some planing, this is going to shift a little bit. So depending on your application, I think that's going to be plenty of clamping force and holding it still for anything that I'm going to be using it for. So that still gets my thumbs up. That hangs there like that. So not with these, but the regular Kreg Automax clamps that you get at the store, if you were to go buy one right now, have 2 of these pads instead of just the one. Now with that, they can slide into this track right here and slide on across, and then you can have 2 of these kind of just chilling off to the side, so you can clamp it when you're ready. It's always there, but off the table, which is really cool. I don't own any, but I will in the near future. I'll go pick up a couple and have a, added versatility to the table. So, alright, another thing that I'll brag about this thing is how easily it cleans up. I was doing quite a bit of work on it these past few days since I received it, and whatever this ABS or whatever this surface is, cleans up very, very easily. I've done all kinds of stuff on it, and with the shop vac you can just blow it off, vacuum it up, or just sweep it off, and it so far it's coming out, it's looking like it just came out of the box, which is very nice. We'll see in 1 year's time how new it's looking, but that's going to happen regardless. Another thing that's cool, look at these containers here. You can put a couple screws if you're doing some pocket hole joinery, maybe. And these holes here will hold your hammer, or you can put your drill. Put these in here, so if you are doing some screw up, then here you go. You got drills right there on the ready. Quick draw. And I'll bring the camera closer and show you. Right here there's a place for the Kreg jig K4 and K5 where you can just hook it up straight to the table. And you got your drill and your driver right here, some screws, and it could really just streamline the assembly part of the project, which I think is pretty awesome. So there's another something in the future that will happen. Mark my word. And then, alright, so like I was saying, I do like to keep everything mobile in here because I don't really have a dedicated shop space. I've got my garage where I've got all my tools thrown into this side, and I like to be able to bring them out and come the weekend where I can have like a shop set up and then easily put it back at the end of the day. So, one thing I was planning to use this for is an outfeed table. I've got this Craftsman contractor table saw that's on this stand that I can roll out wherever I'm going to be working. It's a little bit taller than this, so one of my upcoming projects, I'm going to build just a little surface that's going to sit up here where I can easily clamp this down and have a little outfeed table for my table saw. I can just set this up. I usually do all my sawing right at the edge of the garage, so that dust will just never be in here to begin with. So that way I can have an outfeed table right there on the ready. Simple as pie to pull out there. 2 thumbs up. Close it up. Just remove that clamp. Set it aside. There's 2 little tabs right here you can pull, and this just releases. Easiest thing in the world. Like that. Then if you lean this up, folds up like that, and you can carry it with this handle right here, right on out of the way. And it's pretty much non-existent once it's like that. It's like this big. It just leans up against the wall if nothing's there. So very, very cool. Look though, all joking aside, seriously, don't stand on this thing. Don't sit on it. Don't put your foot on it. Don't put a TV on it. But you can raise the roof. I think that's what they're trying to say with the hieroglyphs on the side there. Anyways, in all seriousness, I highly recommend this product. It's the most awesome thing I've seen in a cool minute. It really is. There's some ingenious designs there. And I would recommend it not just to someone who's trying to do some woodworking or any type of special work, but if you just need a utility table, it is far superior than any other alternative I could think of. I've got like a folding card table that'll suffice for most jobs if you're just trying to put a can of paint on it or something. But the endless amount of options with this table are unmatched, and I will tell you to go buy one. Dadgummit, buy two, buy three. Again, I'm being silly. All joking aside, to wrap things up, my name's Eli. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of stuff coming soon. Like I said, I'm going to build an outfeed table for this, which is going to be really cool, I think. You're not going to want to miss it. Subscribe, like. Any questions in the comments, I'll respond to them ASAP. If I don't talk to you again, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.